minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Let's rock. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast.
All right, welcome to the Great Minds Podcast. This is Derrick.
This is Vaughn.
We back with the people's champ, Ransom. What's good, homie?
Second time around.
What's good, brothers? How y'all feeling?
We good, man.
Good, man. Bless.
Second time around, man. You family to the podcast now.
Yeah, man. I'm just showing my support, you know.
Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you.
You could go in the fridge and get some juice or something, man.
You know I don't drink no damn juice without no damn something in it.
I hear that.
We'll have that for you too.
Word.
All right, so Rand does not need a major introduction. Hailing from Jersey City, New Jersey. Jersey guy just like us. And having one of the best years in rap history, man. And that's no exaggeration. We're not just saying that because he's on the podcast. We've been saying it. We've been talking about it. When he was on in August, he promised us that he was going to deliver and held his word. More than held his word.
Word.
So, salute, man. What's that feedback been like, man? After you dropped the Director's Cut 3.
Feedback been excellent. Definitely expected, like I told y'all, I expected great things. And the feedback been great. But I'm expecting greater things, man. I'm expecting greater things.
No doubt. I can tell that, man. Just like you delivered like right on point. And it's crazy how it seems that your name is popping up in so many circles now. You know what I'm saying? Like it should have been popping up anyway. We know that. But now you're seeing more and more. It's like Rand doing, like, yeah, Rand been doing this thing. Now you're really listening. You know what I'm saying? So how that appreciation feels good, but it's kind of like, damn, you should have been here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you've been doing this for a while.
No, it's a good. I feel good for my fans also because it's like I got the type of fans where they'll be like, you know, Rand is this and Rand is that, and other people be like, who? Like what? Who the fuck is that? Like you tripping? Like, you tripping? Like they'll be looking at, they'll come back to me like, yo, man, I told my man about you and he acted me like I was crazy or so. So it's like justification for them. Like it's kind of like justifies them supporting me. And it feels good. I feel good for them because now they can be like, nigga, I told you.
Right.
Word up.
You know what? I even noticed that from the feedback we got from the first time you're on. Like most of the comments were like from like diehards, like, yo, I ain't know Rand liked to cook. I ain't know Rand watched Breaking Bad. They just thought like, you know, you just rap all the time. And not only that, a lot of the comments were like, yo, Rand been nice. So, you know, you get that same feel. So here's my thing too, man. And we always give you your flowers, you know, via social media formats. Are other rappers giving you your flowers too? Because I feel like there's some rappers that are, and there's some people that are probably like bumping your album but won't say a word to you, which I think is corny. But they're using you as inspiration. Do you think more people have reached out though? Rappers?
A couple, you know, a couple real ones reached out like, yo, man, keep doing your thing, you know,
right,
and shit like that. But you know these motherfuckers quiet, man.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not the type like they already know they don't want to see me. They don't want to see me do anything like that. Cause I'm gonna talk my shit, man. Like I'm gonna talk my shit, man. Like I'm not gonna come in here quiet. I'm not gonna come in the room quiet and be all, you know, well, you know, I'm doing all right. Like, fuck that.
I'm killing it. It was good.
I'm killing y'all motherfuckers. Right. And I always been like that. So, you know, they like, this nigga, man. Like, he just won't stop. Like, he just won't stop, man. I thought he was gone, man. I thought we had him out of here.
For real.
Man. Yeah. So, you know, I talk my shit and a lot of people don't like it. It rubs a lot of, you know, MCs the wrong way. But, I don't give a fuck.
That's what it's all about, though. That's what the whole game is about. You know what I'm saying? You say you the best. Like, and I just prove it. That's all it is.
That's
you know,
all I'm trying to do.
It's competition. So I don't understand why people won't give people their props because it ain't taking nothing from me to say, yo, you nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I say it all the time. When I hear somebody nice, I'm like, yo, that dude is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that don't mean that I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I say you nice, that don't mean I'm not nice. You know what I mean? So when I go off of my rants like I'm the best, I guess they feel like, well, then he's directly talking to me, and that means I'm not the best. I'm not saying that. I'm not directing this towards nobody. I believe I'm the best. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. You can say you're the best too. That's cool.
Word up.
You're supposed to feel like that. Shit.
And that's what I feel is dope about like the trust, the whole trust thing. It seems genuine to me. Like Shay believes in her heart that she has the best album, and it's not like
she really do.
It's not, and it's certainly up there that as God intended, and the new joints both crazy. But like you ain't like, yo, sis wildin'. No, I got the best album.
Right?
You support her claim of that because she should feel that.
She gotta feel like that.
Right?
What you mean? Like we are great at what we do, and it's crazy. I was with Special last night, and we were talking. I'm like, yo, every time we on the track, you know what's gonna happen. You know what we trying to do. We trying to put our best foot forward, man.
Yo, cause still sharp and still. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be pushed by the person next to you with the pen. That's how it's supposed to be. If you're not pushed, then you become complacent. Then you might, you know what I'm saying? You might go, you know what, whatever. But speaking of that, right? I know you got a bunch of bars. The most recent, the Hunger Games joint, right?
Oh my God.
Hunger Games joint, right? So now I'm a quote one of my quotables that I heard from that verse from you. It's a lot of them, but when you put "You the realest" and we get it, but please let it go because banks can't recognize street credit. That's one of the realest things I heard. Like, and it made so much sense because we don't care what you then did on the street. That's all good.
Do you have credit?
But can you get a loan? You know what I'm saying? Can you go? And what makes you think like that to think about that? Because I think with the way what you're putting out there, people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So like, especially in our generation, our age, a lot of people still live in a second childhood doing things they shouldn't be doing. Right. So what made you think that way to put that out when you putting your pen down?
Well, it's like when you get a little older, like I kind of compare it to like how Jay, when Jay, got a little older and he's got a little bit more mature. And come here, Blues. Stay upstairs. Mommy went to the store. My bad.
That's all good.
Yeah, so I compare it to like Jay. And when he did 444, he was talking to people his age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so when I got older, I realized like, well, you know what? The people I'm around now, they really don't care what I was doing in the streets. Like, it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you out to dinner with your wife and you got somebody else with their wife, and you don't talk about, yeah, man, so, I had to put my hands on this one nigga, in cell block 39. Like, no, nigga, like that shit no longer holds weight the older you get. Kind of, the farther you get away from it. So it's like even at this age, you think about loans and going to bank. Now you're dealing with banks and shit like that. I didn't have to deal with a bank when I was younger. My mattress was the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like it's not the same. So that's where that came from. It came from like, yo, like that shit cool when you're 19. It's not even cool then actually, but when you get a little older, you realize, that shit don't hold no weight.
But that maturity, you know what I'm saying?
It don't hold no weight. It don't hold no weight.
Can't walk in the bank.
Not in these circles. Not in these circles, man.
Not at all.
Nah.
All right, so I want to talk about my experience with the Director's Cut 3. So you told us it was gonna be crazy, and you delivered, right? So I want to tell you, I stayed up to midnight. I don't stay up to midnight for any release. I just catch it in the morning, right?
He an old head for real.
So I'm listening. I know Rand don't sleep at all. He be up all types of hours.
All hours.
So I listened to the intro. Intro's crazy. Number 2. And then, no kidding. I played JD's Revenge like 8 straight times. Like I couldn't finish the album because it got so late after JD's Revenge. So then I realized how crazy the album was. Then I heard The Shining. I was like, yo. But that JD Revenge for me, I had Hellraiser as my favorite song prior to this, but JD Revenge is different level. What song are you getting the most feedback on off of DC3?
That one, JD's Revenge, definitely.
Yeah.
When I did it, I already knew what it was. Like that was one of those things. Like
it was the one.
As soon as I finished, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, this shit different.
Definitely.
You know what I mean, I'm like, this shit different. This one's different.
You can feel that. You can feel that from the start, and then with your man, the man talking on it too, was just perfect. With everything just so perfect. So the first time I heard that too, same thing with D. I was like, yo, this is crazy. We were hitting each other. I'm like, yo, have you heard JD's Revenge? I kept saying, have you heard that song? Like, because it kept on, I kept looping it, and I was picking up everything that you were saying, and that's just crazy. But you're right. I could tell right away that was going to be the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As soon as I came out, you know, I got my little studio here, but as soon as I came out, I was like, oh yeah. I said, yep. I must have played it myself. Like that's how I know. Like I must have played it like 400 times.
Because the beat, it has that feeling with the beat, the voice, everything is like perfect. I always tell people, certain time in music, certain thing lines up, right? So like I said, the same thing with me was when I heard Troy by P. Rock and C.O. Smooth. To me, it's my favorite song ever. It's just a perfect song to me. It's a perfect song. So when I heard that, I'm like, that's a perfect song. Like I can't tell you why. It's just it's just everything's hitting. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. No, I agree with that. That's it. You don't get those feelings too many times. You know. Like I said, I like pretty much a lot of the stuff I do, but that one stood out. Like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Right. This is different. Like even the words was coming out effortlessly. Like it was just like.
That's what it sounded like for a listener. Yeah. So I'm hearing him like, yo, he's like just going. Like it's kind of like your mind just like computing everything.
Yeah, it was man, like it was just like nothing. It was just coming out like water, Right. So yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about the Grammy snub because I feel like you went on a mini rant that night.
I was just joking, man. I was just joking. I ain't even submit. Like I was just fucking around, man. I ain't submit my album. I was just fucking.
Why
around.
didn't you though?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other process, man. People don't even understand what that is and shit. Like, whole lot of politics and shit.
Oh, for sure.
So, Ray, it's funny you said that because I was telling Derrick a while ago. We were talking about like Oscars. We were talking about something, right? And I was saying like, yo, people when they get Oscar nominated, that puts them in a different bracket for a lot of different things. So, and if you win it, it's a real different bracket. So,
absolutely.
So the day the Grammys came out, Derrick hit me like, yo, people still care about that? I said, yeah, hell yeah, they care. I said, because if they get nominated, that's even CWatch TV, they say Grammy nominated artist.
You're no longer just a
rapper.
Nah, it's like when you win the championship in the NFL, you're no longer Peyton Manning, you're
Super Bowl
champion, Super Bowl winning champion Peyton Manning, right?
Okay.
So it's like that's what it is. Grammy nominated artist Ransom. So now you get the charge, you the charge a little higher. Everything goes up.
Everything goes up.
Everything goes up. So you want that nomination, bro. Trust me.
All right. So that's for the bag perspective. The way I was looking at it is like, who are the people really choosing this? That's the way I was looking at it. But if you're looking from a bag perspective, I understand that. Or
they got some people in there.
Yeah, some people up there. You'd be surprised who's there. It's some people.
Knife Wonder.
Knife is there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you think Rhapsody always is.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes perfect sense then.
Exactly. I mean, not that she's
nice. She definitely does.
But
it helps.
She signed a Knife Wonder, so it's like, all right.
Of course, she gonna push his artist.
So you telling me you didn't know that, D, that Knife Wonder was on that board? Nah. A few people up there. A few people that we, but it's
politics.
It's a politics game. You know what I'm saying? Just like young boy on the weekend didn't get one. He went off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's because he chose to do the Super Bowl one year. You know, it's politics.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
he doing this.
The last one. No, the last one he had a choice between the Grammys and it got nasty.
Okay.
It got nasty, but he ended up doing both.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up doing both, but they didn't feel that. So they kind of soured on him.
Yeah.
They don't even.
And so that's why
music.
that's why he went on the rant, because he knew it wasn't
What it
about the
was.
music.
Yeah.
He knew what it was. Yeah, I mean, they're human. You piss a nigga off, you gonna be pissed off. Like he in a robot. You know what I'm saying?
For real, especially when you're an artist. You know how when you're an artist, and Derrick, you know this too. Like when you're an art, like that's your art. So like you putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something, and you know what's out there. You like, yo, this is Grammy worthy. Like I know it's Grammy worthy, and they say, nah, you good because of something else that happened.
But you gotta understand that too. Like just like they're not robots. Like you piss a motherfucker off, at the Grammy board, you gotta expect that it's not gonna go your way.
Right.
That's just the way. That's the way this shit is. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you go to the grocery store, you piss off the clerk, you're not gonna get the same. You're not gonna get the same service that the next man gonna get. You gotta expect that.
Or waitress.
Or the waitress, or the waiter. Listen,
I don't never mess with the waitress.
Nah,
I never
man.
mess with
do that.
services.
I don't fuck.
Nah.
Only women do that. Only women do that.
I don't mess with the food service. Like, nah.
I be telling my wife, I be like, you better chill the fuck out.
Sneeze right in your joint.
Yeah, you ain't listen. I be like, so sorry, man. I didn't mean that shit. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I don't even send nothing back. I be like, nah, I take it.
Oh no, never.
I never send nothing back.
I always fuck that shit raw.
I eat the raw steak, yo. We good.
I eat that shit, man. You could. I like my shit. I like a little blood and shit. I'm good.
Yeah, we good.
All right, so crime scenes. How do you bounce back from the director's cut 3? How do you make a better project? Because I know as an artist, like you can't rest on your laurels, and I know how competitive you are. And I think you even said it once. You almost make like competition up on your head to get it going.
I'll just make it up. That's what the Grammy shit was. I was just making this shit up. I mean, like I was just fucking around. Then somebody on Twitter was like, man, you ain't probably even submit. I was like, I didn't, but
but that's beside the point.
Right, that's beside the point. I feel disrespected. Fuck that. Nah, but crime scenes is it's funny because Craven was like, yo, nah, this is the best one. I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. But so Craven's like, nah, this is the culmination of everything. I'm like, I don't know about that. I can't say
Is
that.
it up there?
Well, you on a roll though.
Look, this shit fire. Don't get me. That shit is fire. But I don't know. This shit is fire. I can't say scene 3 like scene 2. Like this shit was crazy. But this. I'll say like this: it's because it's not the director's cut. It's crime scene, so it's more like crime noir, more like gritty street tales. Like know what I mean? But some people it's a preference. Like some people might prefer this. Say. Some people might prefer this rain. Like a lot of people like, yo man, where's the 18 rain and all that type of stuff. Like, my nigga, what the fuck? I was like 20 years old. Like.
I was gonna ask you about that. Are you judging the success of it by how, the consumer takes it? Because you know how you can have a great project and, like you said, subjective, right? Somebody say, I love Crime Scene ran. And somebody might say, I love Director's Cut ran. Are you looking at based off of that or the feedback that you receive from it? Like, how are you going to judge that? You know what I mean?
Tough. It's tough because like you said, it's subjective. So the only way I could judge the success is like the analytics behind the scenes. Who's listening? If you're listening more to this one more, that means you might like this one more. That's the only way I could judge it because I can't go off Twitter or Instagram or any other social media in the comments. I can't go off that.
It's got to be data driven.
It has to because if I did, then you have some people like, man. You need to rap like 18 ran or, you got so many different type of things. So I like to give you balance. So, all right, I gave you, if you listen to each director's cut, they're different. You know what I'm saying? Like the first one was a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I told real stories and true stories and that was kind of like the beginning. And then part two was part 2 was like the like an intro to part 3, kind of like you got the street stories, but then you had some introspective knowledge and
the legend joint crazy too.
Yeah, then scene 3, I just gave you everything. You know what I'm saying? Just gave you everything. So this one is just this is just strictly crime based. You know, I'm not glorifying nothing. I'm just
you letting it know. You're saying
it's gritty street tales and shit. There ain't no cocaine rapping, no shit like that.
Good.
It's just, you know what I mean? But it's just
everybody got a brick.
Everybody got a brick, man.
53 with a brick.
53 with a brick.
Everybody didn't have a brick, man.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Everybody didn't have a brick, man. And I know who didn't have no brick, man. I know. I'm not gonna say, you know what I mean? I know. I be knowing these niggas, so we letting them get their little shit off, man.
It's funny. So how was it when you in the studio, right? Now you running with Trust, and it's you, Shay, Special in the studio. How does that vibe work? Like, because it seems like it's like a lot of darts coming out of there. Like everybody's doing everything. How's that process for you all in there?
It's been right now. It's been cool. Like we just so cool and shit. We all get along. Just you know, I know Special for like 15 years, so that's different. But even with Shay, you know, just meeting like Shay, I known her for a minute, but just meeting her, I met her this year. The beginning of this year is when the first time I met her. So, you know, we just everything's cool. We ain't getting to the bag where it's like, nigga, I'm about to fuck you up on this shit. Like, we ain't getting to that bag and shit.
Right.
But,
not yet.
It's not yet, but you know, me and Special a little bit, like, I tell us, like, I'm be like, nigga, come on now. I'm about to, you know what I'm finna do and shit. Like, but like with Shay's, it's like, all right, we finna see what's gonna happen. But yeah, that's gonna be there. Cause, you know, we throw shots and shit. You see, like, she absolutely thinks she's the best.
Absolutely.
Period. Not best female either. She thinks she's the best.
The best.
Period.
Yeah. She could definitely talk that talk.
Yeah, I feel I'm the best. Special feels like he's the best. So that's. But we all family, so it's cool. It's cool now. But it's gonna be a bloodbath and shit in a minute.
All right. So what made you want to do a situation? I know you said Special is your man for a minute. What made you want to do a situation? I don't know what the agreement is. But
it was like a partnership. We just like, basically, like, you know me, I'm a rebel, man. So I was off by myself.
Yep.
Right.
Been doing rebel shit. Like I'm alone, nigga. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't listen to nobody. I don't give a fuck about nobody. You know, I got my own shit. And, you know, he just called me one day like, yo, man, let's just put it together. You know, ain't no, you know, somebody over this, you over here, and I'm on top of Shay or Shay. Nah, it's just like everything's split, everything down the middle, everything 50-50. We partners and shit. Like, he's just like, pretty much take what you doing, everything you doing, presidential, just bring it over here and we just trust. And I'm like, fuck it.
Let's do it.
And that's what's so dope about it. You could tell it's like a natural fit, like you were saying. It just fits perfect. Like even though it wasn't official yet. When we first talked, it wasn't official, but you can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Same lane, same style, same. You know what I'm saying? Same fit. It was like no one trying to. It all fit perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It was never like anybody trying to fit anything in. So he wasn't surprised. We were like, that's what we're talking about, though. Like once after the album, we found out, like, yep, you hit each other up. Like that's what we're talking about. We can see that coming. You know what I'm saying?
That's my nigga, though. That's my nigga, though. He's like I say, he played a pretty substantial part in me even coming back. So
gotta honor that.
That's my nigga. Yeah, that's my man and shit. So now we doing good business together. We both got, you know, we both smart. We just put it together, man. And we got Shay. We got the rest of Trust also. So it's big, man. It's big, man.
Yeah.
For real.
All right, so I seen you. You caught the Nate Robinson fight or whatever you want to call that one.
Hilarious.
So you said you couple months you got some work for Jake Paul.
I beat the shit out of him. I beat the shit out. Not on no just talking shit like I fucked Jake Paul up. But
so you used to box back in the day?
Yeah, I still do. I got everything in my garage. Like I got all the training shit. Like. That's what I like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm so calm. And I get upset, I just go punch some shit in my garage and shit. So
you was doing that on the K-Slay joint? That was just
Yeah, that's my shit,
we almost forgot. How can I forget about that?
Yeah, how'd that come about? That was crazy.
Insane. That was insane, bro.
Slay, Quiet as kept. Now I ain't gonna give it away, but Slay always working on shit, man. Slay always be like, yo,
I need this, whatever, yeah.
What? I do a Slay joint like at least like 5 times a year, man. Like,
Wow.
even when I wasn't doing nothing, Slay hit me, and I was like, I fuck with you. Slay especially was the only people I'll be like, all right, you know, when Slay with Special did the Sonny G rap,
Yep.
and the other joint I was on the Landmine joint. I wasn't doing nothing. I was retired. I wasn't doing shit. So him and Slay, I was just doing shit for them because they pretty much the most stand-up motherfuckers in this shit that I met.
Right.
So when they asked me to do shit, I did it.
Dope.
Yeah, no doubt. That was perfect too. I can't believe I forgot to bring that up because when I first heard it, I mean, I knew it was coming, but there was so many rappers on it. So I'm listening, waiting. I heard you drop. I'm like, all right, here we go. Now I'm like, all right, let's hear what Rand gonna spit right there. And that was, elite bars again. We know that.
I'm coming to put blood in your mouth, man. I'm coming to put blood in your mouth.
Well, he gave everybody like an 8.
Yeah, everybody. I went longer, but he cut
that wasn't no damn 8.
They cut my shit off. They cut me off. They cut me short. I had some shit at the end too. They cut me short though.
All right, cut you short.
That's cool though. He said 8, but I was like, I can't just give you 8.
Yeah, you just warming up at 8.
Yeah, at 8, I'm just ready to get into my shit. But
I had
just
cut 4. Me off.
Yeah, I just had like 4. Yeah, you do your own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked with JR, what was that, last week, and dude's very, very talented, man. Very talented dude. He got it. And so what did you see in him to kind of say like, yo, I'm gonna rock with this kid? Like, what did you really see that came out to you?
When I heard him rap, he kind of spoke like me. I don't mean like the way he rapped. I mean like what he was saying.
Right.
And the entendres, he had the same tricks I used. You know what I mean? He was the same tricks. I'm like,
you grabbed that. Like,
I say, oh, you a tricky nigga, huh? But he was like, nah, I listen to you, nigga. I'm like, yeah, nah, I know I could tell you a tricky nigga. So I'm like, all right. So I kept listening. I just kept my eye on him and shit. He just kept getting better and shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, nah, you need to come fuck with me, man. Like, let's do this shit full-fledged. So we about to go hard. He got some shit 2021 coming, man. We got some surprises, man.
Yeah, I know he said he was dropping on January 1st. Had a joint. He said he had a joint with Craven. I'm like, all right, I'm looking forward to all that.
Oh, yeah, he got some shit. He got some crazy with Craven. I'm going to finish touching that one up, though. I got to put the sauce on that, but then that shit ready. It's ready to go, though. It's ready to go.
Well, the first I heard of him was when you dropped the Beautiful Graves joint with him. Then I was like, this kid got it. That Jonathan Isaac line is insane. You know what?
Crazy, right?
Casual listeners are just they don't know who Jonathan Isaac is.
No.
And 2, it's just kind of like, I mean, whatever. So I want to talk about, and we talked about it with JR too, man. I think I want to get your thoughts on it. Quarantine rap, right? I think, the pandemic is one of the worst things that happened, but I think one of the best things that happened was the amazing music that came out of it. And I said this the past couple episodes, like there's nobody, like nobody's making a hit for the club. There's no clubs right now. There's no strip clubs. So you can't get that off. Like
unless you're in Atlanta.
Vaughn said something on another episode, like, I don't want to hear Nuck If You Buck just in the crib. Like that's not
absolutely not.
That's not for that. So I think like if you didn't have bars or you didn't have substance or you didn't have some type of dope melody, people didn't want to hear your music because it wasn't, because you get certain songs that like go off in the club, but you don't want to hear it, in your crib, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So what are your thoughts on like quarantine rap, we call it?
Is that a thing? Quarantine rap? That's what that's the moniker we going with? Quarantine rap?
That's just something we just kind of start saying.
Because a lot of good things came out of this. Yeah, a lot of things came out of quarantine rap. Yeah, a lot of good things come out of this, man.
Because I think it was different. Like I thought the year got off very slowly. Like first quarter, I was just like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
And then it's just like that tour money dried up for some of these dudes, and they had to get them streams, so they dropping albums like every month now. And and people had time to sit and think. So I always thought that was dope. So What do you think a quarantine rap will call it?
What I think of it, my personal outlook on that is, with the whole world kind of going to shit. Well, not even the whole world, America kind of going to shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I told you, me and my man had this discussion. I'm like, man, like I lived in a cell for a couple of years, and my man, he been shot, and us as a people, we've been through a lot of shit anyway. So
right,
we gonna make some lemon. We gonna make lemonade out of lemons. Like, so when the shot, I'm like, all right, like we gotta wear masks. I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
who cares?
That shit didn't even really affect me at all.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you gotta social distance. I don't want you near me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never fucked with nobody anyway. I never had
this is perfect for you.
Yeah, it was right up my alley. So I'm like, I didn't even notice it happened. And now we get to wear masks outside.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
You put a hoodie on a mask, you get ugly.
Yo, I'm walking the streets. I got the hoodie on. I got the ski mask.
Yeah, that's spooky out there.
But
it's normal.
And plus, nobody knows who I am. I'm loving it. So it's like, all right. So as far as with the music, I'm like stuck in the house. I got my own setup. I'm like, fuck it, just rap. You know what I mean? It's just rap. But with these bigger artists, they can't do that. They need permission. They need permission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They need permission. So you see a lot. That's where you get them tag your favorite artist posts and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sham, but it's a sham and a shame. But these niggas starving, man.
And can I make a song, please?
Not even that. Like, yo, do me anything. Like I do an intro for you. I do anything for you. Like, something like that. It's crazy.
Niggas putting out mixtape slots, and niggas ain't know you ain't a DJ. You a rapper. You talking about mixtape slots and SoundCloud. Like, yo, bro, this shit got crazy for a while. Like, you know what I mean? So, nah. And I was sitting back laughing. It's a lesson, man. It's a lesson.
In 2020, who should sign a record deal? Like, what type of artist should sign a record deal? Because I know there's.
I know what type of artist.
Okay.
An educated artist.
Gotcha.
Right. As long as you know what you're getting into,
you good.
Just do it. Like, if you know what you're getting into, you know how to take advantage of. There's certain advantages and disadvantages. So once you know those things, you'll know what to do. Once you did, like, you know what? All right, I want the fame. You know what I'm saying? I want the exposure or whatever. And I know I'm not gonna own my masters, and I know I'm not gonna make any money off streams or sales, or I know they're gonna get most of my merchandise money and likeness. And likeness, like, so
how you let somebody take your likeness?
Yeah, likeness.
That's what they're asking for.
That's what they want. They want you.
Just to be famous.
Yeah, so, like, if you know what you're getting into and you got an exit plan, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of artists now, like established artists, they should be fucking independent.
Independent. You don't need it, yeah.
What the fuck Drake need a label? Like, what would he need a label for?
He's his own machine.
Everyone knows who he is. Like, he don't
Who the fuck? Why would Drake have to answer to anyone? Why would he want to answer to somebody? What type of nigga are you?
A lot of hands in the pocket, man.
What type of man are you, though? Like, all right, like I said, like at the beginning, like you go through the ranks, but now you're this. You're Drake, right? Yeah. Your shit about to be up. Contract. Now let's see what he does when this contract is up. When his, because it's about to be up.
Word. So you gonna say
one thing? What would be a reason he would sign?
They gotta give him a shitload of money. And they're going to. They have to. They have to.
Because he got all the leverage.
Bro, if Drake leaves, he will show everybody the way.
Yeah.
And that'll be the beginning of the end that will be the beginning of the end of the record label. Once if Drake decides, you know what? I don't need 200. I don't need your 200 million. So they gotta give him. They gotta break the bank for him because he could make the whole shit crumble.
Right. Cash cow.
Because think about like Drake, right? Then look at what Russ is doing. Kid Russ.
Yeah.
Still in the game. He basically put it like that. Like he he's Drake after Drake. That's what Drake was
Absolutely.
when he signed his deal. Was like Russ. Maybe Russ had a little more numbers, but as far as the buzz and everything like that, Russ is like, I'm not signing anything. But I think you're the perfect person to ask this question to. You know, we've been hearing, and so you've been hearing about, you know, these young rappers dying, right? So you've been in the game for a while. You know, you've been hearing about the King Vaughns dying, the young kid out there, and
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, well, Pop Smoke, but the young kid out there in Dallas. I forgot what his name. Like Hot Boy Mo, something Mo.
It's Mo 3.
Yeah, Mo 3. Yeah, God bless him. But it seems like these young rappers or rappers don't understand. Like it's like WWE. It's almost right. So you know how we all like used to like wrestling as a kid. You can sit there and have your quote unquote phantom beefs. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to make the money. You came to make money. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come. I didn't get rich to beef with you. Like I didn't get, like, you know what I'm saying? So why does it seem like these kids can't? Not even kids though. But these are grown men.
Yeah, they grown.
Yeah, they grown. They can't leave that alone. Like I don't care about how many choppers you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think it's the music they putting out? You think it's it can't be just the environment because we all from kind of similar environments. Decisions. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta remember in those cases, man. There's a different element in that no one's speaking about. Like those dudes are, you know, in gangs, man. Like those. That got a lot to do with it. That wasn't rap. It's not rap. These kids that wasn't a rap beef. Like they ain't die over no rap beef. Right. That's a gang. That was a gang beef. That was a gang thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different culture. True. It's a gang culture. Like, so they didn't die over no Biggie. It wasn't like Biggie Pop. Like, it wasn't like rap. I got rap beef with you, nigga. We beefing over this rap shit. And I'm gonna kill you over some rap shit. Nah, it wasn't that.
Deeper than that.
It was way. It's way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? I know the average, you know, viewer not gonna, you know, even there. Oh, he don't know. Nah, I know. Like it's deeper than that. It's gang shit. That shit is, especially in Chicago and where these kids from, Florida, Quando, Rondo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy, man. It's heavy. It's heavy. So it's different. They do it. It's just different. It's a different culture. Like when we was coming up, it wasn't so much of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had the gangs. You know, you had gangs, but it wasn't like. It was more like, I'm tough and you're not. That was more like, you know what I'm saying? That was the thing. Like, oh, I'm tough and I'm tough too, and let's show how tough we are, or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Never like, yo, man, he part of this set or whatever. Like, let's ride on this nigga. Like,
so it kind of just like infiltrated the music, right?
Oh, it's in
kind
there.
of like it's in there. So I always would say it's kind of crazy when you see like you got real gang members, right? Real really in it involved. And then you have rappers that might glorify it, but they ain't really in it. So it's kind of crazy how you can see somebody that's perpetrating that he's in the gang, living in a mansion, and he's got bodyguards, he's good. But this young kid, 16 years old, on the block, he's claiming what he's claiming, and he might end up getting shot.
Yeah, but what happens when the rapper really did come like a Vaughn? Like, what happens when that happens? When he really was doing that, and then, you know, just so happens I rap too. Fuck it. Like, remember a lot of these, what they doing now, they really don't have to be that good. I don't say he wasn't good enough, but a lot of them don't have to put as much work in. Right. So look, bro, I'm no niggas that's like, yo, man, I got 3 bodies. Everybody thinks I'm cool for that. I'm gonna start rapping. Right. That's the culture we in now. Like, yo, man, like a nigga. Like, people don't know. What's the nigga name? Not Lil Baby. Is it Lil Baby? Yeah, Lil Baby. Like, Lil Baby. Yeah, Lil Baby. Like, people don't know his backstory. Like, he's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
he's not a rapper.
He's not a rapper at all.
He was some nigga that was. Everybody thought he was getting money. Niggas thought he was cool and thought he could make noise.
Do enough. Yeah.
That's when he started rapping. Like, fuck it, I might as well.
I got a rap. I'm legit.
Everybody knows me. Everybody knows me for doing what I'm doing. I'm popular. Yeah. Everybody likes me. You know, I'm getting money doing, you know, what I'm doing. I'm the man in Atlanta. Like, everybody around him is of that cloth. Yo, man, you should start rapping. Damn, yeah. They got studios. They got money. Like, they own studios. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get in the booth and try it out.
Yeah, get some writers.
You never know. Like, and it just happens. Like, oh no, that sound all right. Yeah. And there you have it. There you have it.
So basically, it's just like the way the culture is, the way the kids are coming into the game now. They already intertwined in the game life anyway. Now they come and being rappers, and things get you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and then you get caught up.
Before it was the rappers turning into gangbangers.
Yeah.
Now it's gangbangers turning into rappers.
Mm.
So who are the OGs then? Who are
they there? It's
but
just,
I mean, who's the guy that said, "Yo, this dude is legit. He's our cash cow. He's
don't touch him.
Don't touch him." Where are those guys?
You seen the 6ix9ine, right? You seen the situation. You see what happened to those guys.
Yeah.
Like, and I know Mel. You know what I'm saying, Shotty.
Mm-hmm.
But those were the OGs in that situation.
Yeah.
Those were the OGs. So like when your OGs ain't thinking correctly, like, yo, let's just get the money. Fucking leave that shit. Like, we about to be rich. We don't even need to do that. We have it. Like, we don't need to do no more stupid shit.
And that's what my thought process was thinking. Like, yo, I see these kids, and I know they already intertwined with certain things. These grown men, whatever. I'm like, yo, you getting the money. You didn't do all this stuff to get the money. Like now, now you doing something. Or now it seems like someone's pulling you down, something like that. Like, why can't you get out of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with walking away. I mean, it's hard to walk away from certain things. Sometimes you can't walk away from. But if I'm worth millions, you can't hang in the same spot you was hanging out with before. You just can't do it.
You can't do it.
You
can't do it. Can't do it, man. I mean, I think I move accordingly, man. You know, that's it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about you that's great, that you can see you a low-key dude. Like, you're low-key, you do what you gotta do. But other people, they're not low-key. Like, they're like, this is what I'm gonna be. It's my IG. I'm gonna be at 155 Main Street at 5 p.m. Like, what?
You're plugging in the GPS.
I can't. I'm from a different
thought process,
different time space. Like,
you
couldn't do that. You couldn't let nobody know where you at, or couldn't be at this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on this corner every day at this time. Like, so it's like, even when Instagram came, it's like, I'm not putting my location, nigga. You fucking crazy?
Yeah, you putting a target on your back.
Yo, the crazy thing is, we ain't even celebrities, but if I post something, I already left.
Yo, if I post something, it's from 2 or 3 days before, man.
Yeah, like, I'm not even there no more. Like,
I've been out of that place. Like, even if you recognize the place, I recognize, but I've been like, that's weeks ago, man. Like,
or you can pull up if you want.
Right, I'm going, like, so I'm low.
You might see me in shorts, and it's like, yo, Vaughn was there. Nah, it's wintertime. I got shorts on the pic.
Facts.
For real.
All right, Sharon, we want transition. I know you're a G-Man fan, right? How you feel?
Die hard.
How you feel? I see you ain't one.
I'm talking about shit.
I see you ain't one jinx. You ain't one jinx, though, man. You know Russell Wilson get busy.
I know. I was like, I said, I know what Russ gonna try to do. Let me stay quiet. But then I'm like, yo, our defense, man.
Defense is looking legit, man.
Yeah, they playing hard.
They bought in. You know what I'm saying?
I like Judge, man. He's doing a good job.
I like Judge. I like Patrick Graham. You know, I like Patrick Graham. I like the culture that, you know. I seen Odell put something. I said I want him back. I would love to have Odell back. I think he want to be back, man. He needs to come back.
He wants to be in the. He needs a spot.
He needs New York.
He needs a spot. He needs New York.
He in Cleveland dying.
Yeah, ain't nothing.
So like, it's only a few markets that he can go to: New York, Dallas,
and LA,
and maybe like the Bay, like San Fran, like somewhere where it's like, you know, media. I'm a 49er fan, but back to the Giants.
Oh, that's why you said the Bay, huh?
Yeah, of course. I do that in there. Plug it in there real quick. Nah. But the thing about the Giants, I say, similar to the 49ers, right? Even though it's not the best season, the team is playing hard. So when you play hard, what happens is you're going to lose some games. And you know, you got injuries, things happen. But it's going to help out for next year. So they end up 8-8, 9-7, whatever, 7-9.
And they can win that weak division.
Yeah, but
we're gonna win that.
They're gonna win the division. They're gonna win the division.
Redskins looking good. Y'all swept them though. I say y'all might be.
We swept them. We ain't worried about them.
Look good, but I think the Giants gonna have that division. You know, but that just it helps out for next year though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the drafting too, man. Like, I would like to get rid of Dave Gettleman. Like to get him his old ass out of there. You know, get somebody with some.
Overdue.
Yeah, he's one of them old dinosaur type dudes. I want someone forward thinking. You know what I'm saying? Someone a little forward thinking in the head office. But yeah, drafting, we draft well, which he hasn't, which Odell was talking about. He was drafted horribly, and we still, you know, Judge came in and Patrick Grant came in, and they doing their thing.
Yo, you know what's crazy? People act like Odell can't play, right? And I'm like, yo, nah, it's about the way you got to go. Like, you need the quarterback to get you the ball, right?
Absolutely.
And the Browns, personally, I think they better without Odell. Not Odell's fault, because they try to get him the ball too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep,
you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, we got to feed him, we got to feed him. Nah, they winning games without him. So
run
they
the ball.
Yeah, run the ball.
They got
that 1-2 punch with Chubb and Hunt.
Just run the ball.
Just run the
ball. Play action. Run
Yeah.
the ball, play action. A little Jarvis Landry, little dump. You know what I mean? Do that, man. But Baker's not that guy.
Yeah, I think they realized get him a good running game, get him a decent defense.
That's it. He'll be all right. Serviceable. I think he's serviceable.
Yeah, he's not that guy you drafted, though. You have to realize that.
No, he ain't that. Number one overall?
Nah,
he ain't that guy.
He's solid, though.
Baker is a poor man's Garoppolo.
Or like a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
damn.
and Garoppolo.
That's an insult.
Nah, because Garoppolo went to the Super Bowl. So I'm saying,
I don't care. He ain't like that. Man. Trent Dilfer went.
Oh,
to
he
the
better than
Super
Trent
Bowl,
Dilfer now. He better than Trent Dilfer.
Garoppolo is not that guy. You know, I like Mullins better than him. I like
but the
Mullins
thing about Mullins though, he processes things better than me. But he'll make the dumb mistake. Like, he'll do something you shouldn't do. Like, yo, why you backpedaling?
He gonna get
off your foot.
He gonna get, but you could work on that. I like Mullins. Remember, I said this. I like Mullins, but a lot more than Garoppolo. A lot more.
And he's cheaper too, so I won't be mad at that.
What you think they're gonna do, man? They're getting Garoppolo up out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna be in New England next year.
Yeah, he gonna
win a chip in New England. Like something like that gonna happen.
Nah,
Garoppolo ain't winning a chip. Yeah, he ain't winning a chip.
he had his shot and he missed Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, he's false goods. He's false goods, man.
I was hot after that one.
He's false goods, man.
How about basketball coming up, man? About the season about to start. So what's up with that? How that looking for you?
It's looking crazy, man. I'm definitely a basketball fan, but the way these players, like, motherfuckers teaming up and all this, it's kind of crazy.
Different.
I just watch it now. Like, I'll just be like, let me just watch.
You can't get an attachment.
Right, you get attached to a team, then the 5 of the players go and play for another. It's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm going to just watch the game, enjoy the game. And, you know, because the players, they just took over the league, which is not a bad thing. It's just
I mean, they come to watch them.
Right. As a fan, though, it's like, all right, I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't stick to one team. Like,
as a fan, I try to stick with the Bulls. I've been a Bulls fan for years. I had a little run when I was a Weber fan. Now I like Sacramento, but I'm trying to stay with the Bulls, and it's hard because it's like, yo, everybody's dipping and you teaming up, and it's a good thing for the players. I get it and I respect it, but it's like as a fan, you like, yo, I don't want to watch the same 4 teams every year. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Because it ain't going to be the Bulls. It ain't going to be the Bulls, brother.
Hell no. So if you're a Bulls fan watching, you're a diehard fan. If you're a Knicks fan, you're a diehard fan. You still rooting for this team.
Over. Like, it's just over. It's just over. Like, what do you do? You just got to lose for years and years and years? Nah, fuck that.
You got to hope you get a Mike part 2 or something. That's the only hope for.
That's the only chance. That's your only chance.
How
about on TV? What you catching?
You know what you used to watch.
It's hard, man. I ain't been watching too much TV because there ain't nothing to watch.
You write too many bars, man. You writing bars. You ain't listening to TV.
But I still need that to kind of spark.
You need that for the bars,
juices, man. Yeah, like I need that shit. So I didn't watch everything. I watched. You know what? I never watched Game of Thrones. Everybody keeps saying
it's dope. You know what? I think that'll resonate with you because a lot of the way you rap is like sometimes I still catch bars from Twitter sometimes and I'm a thorough listener of rap, and sometimes like I'll see someone quote one of your bars, I'm like, oh, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you a question. You had the joint with Mussolini, the Halo joint. Mm-hmm. Was that last line Doc Rivers line?
What'd I say? I forgot what I said.
Something like they clipped his daughter.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No.
That been tough. That been tough.
You know where I'm leaning. You know where I'm leaning.
Yeah, I should have lied and said, yeah, man, yeah, Doc Rivers, man,
Doc
Rivers, yeah, that's
Paul George, Paul
right.
George.
Nah, that was just a bar.
But
I like to be I like to be tricky. So even if when you think I'm straight up, when I'm coming straight up, you even think like, nah, he got to be saying something double.
I was overthinking it. I'm like,
that's what I want, though. That's what I want.
You overthought the question on the test. You overthought it. Nah, it's funny you said that because I remember when we first talked, you mentioned that the Breaking Bad, and I asked you, did you watch Better Call Saul? Did you ever get a chance to check that out? Better Call Saul.
I watched.
Couldn't get into it.
I watched 4 episodes, and it was cool. It just like the characters ain't like grip.
Yeah, it ain't like Breaking Bad characters. It's kind of like a slow burn.
It's slow. Yeah. So I'm like, but it wasn't like I was like, because I got like 5-6 shows in. I'm like, I'll come back to it or whatever.
Come back to because you're gonna start seeing people that popped up in Breaking Bad and how they started and where what I'm saying.
No, that's why I left off. It was Gustavo.
Yeah.
It started again that shit, and I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna come back to that shit. But,
I think you'll like. I think you'll like Game of Thrones, man. It kind of parallels rap a little bit. With like, because everybody's coming for the crown, so to speak.
Yeah, I watched like the first season one time, and then and I liked it, but then dude died in the first season.
Ned Stark.
When Ned Stark died, I was like, nah, I'm good.
But the whole
that was my man. That was
the whole show
about
the whole show is about
that.
him. Even though he's still the most important person, even when you end the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo.
Nah, that was my man. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, he was solid, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't watch this shit. My man going.
Killing right in front of his fam like that?
Yeah, I'm like this. I was like, nah, I'm good on this.
Once you get past the access, right? It's kind of like you watch Top Boy? That Top Boy joint?
I started
Yeah, I started too, man.
So I watched the new one before I watched the old one. Because the new one I saw, then they had the Summer House was the first one. So the first time I'm like, I can't get these British accents, yo. I can't get with it. Right. But once I got past the accents, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like once you really watch it.
Right.
So that's how Game of Thrones is probably. Like once you get past all that Arthur Owl stuff, it's all right.
I like that barbaric shit. So it's like, all right, cool. But and then that's why I gravitated to Ned. I'm like, oh, this dude is solid, stand up type of character. I like already. He was my favorite character. Then he died. I'm like, whoa.
It got him
now
what
I'm gonna do now? I'm like, what I'm gonna do?
Yo, you gonna start liking Jon Snow. Jon Snow is that.
Okay.
The other is gonna be the
I like his name. I like that name, Jon Snow. That's fire.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, you talking
That's fire. That's fire.
I think you'll have crazy. You could write an album with Game of Thrones bars. Like that's how thorough the show is.
Oh no, I'm on that. I'm on it now. Only thing is, I'm married, so my wife sitting there watching barbarian shit. She gonna be like, nah.
Yeah.
What type of shit is this? Like,
yo, I get a lot of my TV watching done when everybody sleep.
Have to.
I'm like, yo, it's like, why? My wife like, why you up so late? Like, yo, I can't watch no TV on the other
She said the same thing. Oh, you up? I'm like, I'm watching shit that I can't watch with you because you don't want to watch this shit.
Or had the kids hanging on you.
Right.
Heads getting chopped off.
Yeah, I like to see shit like that. So
the kids can't see that.
They can't see that. Even though my daughter, she like horror movies and shit. So it's like,
wow,
really?
Yeah, yep. I love that shit. I'm like, we'll sit there and watch all types of shit. She like it though.
Right, we're gonna wrap up with our rapid fire section, man. Similar to what we did before. Here's my first question. What's your favorite non-Ransom album this year?
This year?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough question. I like that Ito album, Ito Brigante.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that one.
I like that stuff. I don't want to just say shades and spreads.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh man, you buy me and buy. Of course, those are my, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go outside of that.
Yeah.
So Ito Brigante is something I go back to a couple of Flea Lord. She got like too many. He had a lot of albums this year.
Yeah,
so he got 12. Like, he's got 12 albums. So one or two of them shits I frequent.
Yeah.
And what else and shit? That's pretty much it. If it ain't that, it's like old shit.
Right.
Yeah. But like Ito, I like Ito's one of my like favorite MCs and shit.
So
All right.
He's entertaining. He's entertaining like a motherfucker.
yeah, I like his fro. He got that raspy fro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
He says tricky. He says like outlandish shit. Like I'll be like, yo, well, why would you say that? That's crazy.
Got that shock value to it.
Yeah, he just say some other shit. Nah.
All right, we're moving to my question is going towards some sports, boxing. We all know the mega fight whenever it drops. So you got Errol Spence or Bud Crawford?
I got Bud, man.
Yes.
But I got Bud. I won't be shocked if Errol like they I don't know, man. But I got Bud because I think he has might have one or two more ways to win.
Yeah.
Than Errol. Like Errol got a lot of ways to win, man. He could box. He could brawl. He could bully you. He could be scrappy. He could be rough. He could be slick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just think Crawford has a little bit more, ways to win. Like as far as like up here or whatever.
Up top. And I think Crawford, to me, I think he got a little more power than Errol. So I think like he can catch him, it can be a wrap. When I see Errol fight, it's more pressure. It's more like he's gonna be on you for those 12 rounds.
He got tricky. He has very tricky power though. Spence has tricky power because everybody's like, he doesn't have one knockout, punch knockout, but he has like, I'm the type of dude that I like to listen to sparring partners and shit like that. So I'll be Google, and the consensus is like he's absurdly strong, like absurdly fucking strong. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like he's very strong. So it's like he might be a very strong ass. He's a strong puncher. He's not like a thudding, boop, and you know what I'm saying? He's just a strong. And you don't want to get punched on. Put it like that. You don't want to get nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But on like Bud has more of a pop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if if he catch you, you're gonna do a little wobbly. So he got more of a pop. But I don't think he and Bud's strong too.
Strong as hell.
Bud I know he's not a true welterweight, but he's
that's the one thing.
Very. I think a lot of people get when they like, oh, this dude's small. When they get in the ring, I think they get surprised by his strength.
Yep.
How strong he is. Like, oh damn, this kid, he's a wrestler. Like he come from, you know what I mean? He come from that world. Like I know the dude. Like he like to wrestle and like
he gained 25 pounds overnight. Like what just happened? Like he's strong as hell.
He's a big dude. Like he's strong, man. So it's a 50-50 fight, but I lean towards Bud.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think Spence. I mean, I hate to say the word ducking. These are grown men, but I started calling him duck sauce, man. I started seeing
Spence ain't ducking him, man.
I don't think he was ducking him, but it's politics though.
Not. But Spence likes to fight, man.
They should have fought before, right? They should have fought earlier.
The money they care about the money. Like, trust me when I tell you, these cats care about like Bud don't love boxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Spence might love it a little bit more but Bud don't love boxing. He's just exceptional at it. Right. He's a competitor. He just he wants to win. And he's not in love with boxing. So I think the Spence fight will be his last fight. And he
dip out. Yeah. No doubt.
Absolutely. So I got Bud in a razor thin decision.
It might be a draw, and you're gonna see a second one, right?
They might keep that bag going.
Yeah, they might do that. They might do that. But the money ain't there yet. That's why they ain't fight yet. And then they on two different sides of the street.
Yeah, but the top ranking,
PBC.
Oh yeah.
But it's gonna happen. All the big fights happen.
Yeah.
That's what people fail to realize. They all happen.
But you don't want it to happen late.
Right. Like
with Floyd and Pacquiao.
Yeah. People don't want to say why that happened late.
Floyd was
steroids.
Okay. Yeah, steroids.
That's why it happened late. Floyd didn't want to fight him when he was on steroids.
Yeah, why would he?
Who would want to fight? He was knocking everybody out.
I'm getting hit in my head. Like I'm not
fighting him.
You gonna tarnish my legacy over that?
No, I'm not fighting him. Look, I'll fight you when you take a test directly, like, and he had to follow these testing rules in order to fight Floyd. He didn't want to do it, and then he was on his way out. He wanted to make the big money, so he had to stop taking the steroids. Remember, he stopped taking it, and then he stopped knocking people out.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah.
He stopped knocking people out.
Yo, it's no way you go up on that many weight classes without taking something. Like, it's no way humanly possible.
And everybody knows it. And I just want to take this chance to say Tyson Fury cheated. And we going.
You think he cheated?
He absolutely cheated. And everybody knows.
Think he cheated or not?
The whole boxing world knows he cheated.
So when he fight him again, he gonna get him again?
He's not gonna fight him again.
Not gonna fight him again.
He got his W out.
Why do you think he like, I'm not fighting this dude again? I cheated. He cheated both times, got away with it. Remember, he's been caught for cheating. He's been caught for cheating. So I seen the gloves. I'm like, nah, this dude cheated. And then everybody, I'll be doing my research. Everybody knows he cheated. Everybody knows. Nobody's supposed to say it. Everybody knows he cheated. They going to court for it now, but he's not going to fight Wilder again. He's not going to go. He almost killed. He could have killed him, man. They're going to court for that shit.
It looked like it.
The thing about Wilder, I always said, Wilder's like he started boxing late. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching boxing for a long time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can tell he's an athlete, but he's tall. He's very tall. So it's like he was always a little sloppy with his punches.
Absolutely.
And I say, yo, once a boxer or a real fighter gets him in there with speed, they're gonna chip him. Now he cheated, but I'm saying other people, I'm like, yo, a real boxer get in there, he's too wild, he's too wide, he's gonna get chipped.
I get that. I thought the same thing, right? Until I started investigating. Apparently, this nigga he's the hardest punching person in the world, apparently. I've told the people that got hit by him.
Yeah.
It's like they said it's like yo, bro. It's
like
getting hit. Yeah.
It's like his leverage crazy.
Bro, they say it's like getting hit by a car.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It's unbelievable power. Unbelievable. That's why you could box all you want. You could be winning when he touch you, it's gonna hurt so bad that you're not gonna want to fight.
And that's what happened to Ortiz. The dude Ortiz, when he was winning the fight and got hit top of the head and was out. I was like, yo, damn.
It's unbelievable power, bro. Like Tyson Fury's a tough dude. Don't get me wrong. He's a tough son of a bee. Tyson Fury is a tough dude. But he knew he felt the power. He even said it at the fight. He was like, yo, this dude is devastating. He said it out his own mouth. He's like, yo, this dude has devastating power. I gotta cheat, bro. I'm not gonna fight this dude head up.
My man fell and kicked out like the Undertaker.
Bro, that's why I say he's a tough dude. Like, he didn't fake that. That wasn't cheating. He got hit with that punch.
Right.
He got up. Like, that wasn't cheating, but he's a tough dude. Nah, but yeah, I love boxing, man. It's incredible. I love boxing.
Best thing out there.
All right, for me it is.
Who's your favorite giant on the offensive and defensive ball?
That's a tough question. Being that Saquon is hurt.
Just period.
Oh,
being a long-time fan.
Oh, of any genre or just
as long as you've been liking the Giants.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that would be easy. Of course, on defense is Lawrence
Taylor.
All right. And surprisingly, on offense has been a lot of different players, but I'm gonna have to go with the captain. I'm gonna have to go with Eli, man.
Eli. See, a lot of people gotta respect Eli.
Of course.
It's funny. No, but it's funny. A lot of Giant fans always say they ain't like him for some reason. I'm like, you got you 2 chips. Like, yo,
I love him.
I love him.
Eli.
You know what I'm saying?
Eli, man. That's my man right there.
All right, so I stay with boxing a little bit. What's your all-time favorite fight that you've seen?
That's easy too. Castillo, Corrales.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Crazy. That was crazy.
I could watch it. I watch it like it never happened. And here like, oh, that's crazy. That fight was
RP Diego. Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy though.
Best fight of all time. I never seen nothing like that.
He chipped. Corrales had a good fight with Floyd.
I think
he knocked him down, didn't he? I think his gloves.
They didn't count it. They didn't count
it.
Yeah. No, but he got chipped though. He got chipped.
I won't say he won that fight, but
it was close.
I think he came to I think he came the closest from what I've seen.
The beating Floyd.
You know what I'm saying? To beating Floyd. And then, Floyd, a lot of people don't remember that Floyd was a different fighter before his hands got hurt. He knocked people out. Like,
when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, it was different.
It was way different. He was coming, like, it wasn't all that, slick shit. Like, he was coming to knock you out. Like, that was Floyd back in the day, like Pretty Boy, like you said. What he did to Chico, what he did to Corrales was devastating. And you remember going into that fight, Corrales was favored.
Yeah,
he was undefeated. He had more power. Like, he was the bully. He was the bully of that division. And Floyd came in and washed him. Washed him. That's when Floyd was like. That's when I was like, yeah, this dude's different.
Yeah, he different species. He's not.
No, he was different. He's different. You don't wash it. And Chico is. I'm good.
He want to bread.
Right.
Trying to break bread with you, man.
I know.
On my last one, who's a rapper that you found this year and was like, dude or the girl was nice? I'll tell you mine when you think. I like Marlon Craft. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah, Marlon Craft's dope. The white boy.
He could go.
Yeah, I know. I've been know about him though.
Marlon fire.
This girl on Twitter. I just said, I think today I said she's fire. I don't even know her name. If you go back on Twitter, I said, yo, she's fire. And then a lot of people was like, oh, she's fire. And then it was like, and then she followed me. I followed her back. I'm like, yo, let's work.
It's that simple.
Yeah, but she was like a positive vibe. But she's like, she was cursing, but it was like her energy was mad positive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I do positive shit. Like, I'm positive. I'm gonna be positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm a positive guy. But she was fired. So if you go back and check my tweets today, it was definitely. And people was retweeting it like, yo, she is fired. She is fired. So yeah, I don't know the girl's name. But another dude, I think his name was Justin Freeman. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Nah.
Justin Freeman, when you get a chance. I was like, I heard that dude this year, and I was like, this motherfucker is crazy.
Where you from?
Like, I don't know. I just heard like a couple of freestyles with him. I'm like, damn. Like the entendres, the multis, everything was crazy.
Right.
You know what's dope about this? Though? I'm glad everybody's hearing this because an established artist like yourself, who's nice, the pen game is sharp. He's giving kudos to up and coming rappers, right? And I think when you do that, though, a lot of people don't do that. So like we talked about earlier, but when you do it, that little thing that you said, that person gonna hear that and it's gonna put the battery in their back to keep on going. So I think more artists need to do that, and everyone doesn't. So I commend you for. I mean, that's your style anyway.
It
so
takes a minute to do. You could like change somebody's life with a tweet.
Absolutely.
It takes a minute to do it.
You know what it is too? I'm so confident in my spot where I'm like I said, just because I'm saying you nice, that doesn't mean I'm not nice.
Right.
So it's like I know where I'm at. Like I know where I'm at. So I'm like, nah, this dude is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that I'm not crazy though either, but I'm just like giving it up. Like this dude is crazy. Like fuck me for a minute. This dude right here is bananas.
Right.
And so a lot of people they not. That's what it is. It's confidence. Like, oh, I'm not gonna give him no shot because then people will forget about me or they ain't gonna listen to me. Like I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna come back to my shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
It's a lot of insecure rappers that are artists out there in general, people in general. So that's what it is.
To me, that's not the place. In this art form, that ain't the place for that.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, like to be insecure and shit, we this ain't the place. Right? Hip hop, I know that ain't the place for that.
Word.
Nah.
Ain't the place.
I got my last one ran for you. So, dinner guests, 5 people. Who would you invite to that dinner? Past or present?
Look.
He ain't trying to be around 5 people.
Right. Now, that's what I'm saying. These 5 people got to be
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. This A1 right here.
Right. All right. So Michael Jackson. Floyd Mayweather. I don't know why, but it seems it's hella interesting.
He's intriguing, man.
Yeah.
For
real. Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
That's a great balance already.
I'm here with it. know what I'm saying? So I got Dave Chappelle, I got my comedian, I got my music guy.
Best entertainer ever.
Right, I got my boxer, I got Floyd. A young, not Cassius Clay, Ali, a young Ali.
Okay.
What I got? One more, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my wife just gave me my final answer. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold
Whoa, all right. Yeah, that'd be a crazy table. Cause I know, yeah, my father would be Malcolm X, Michael Jordan.
That's good.
Michael Jordan, Richard Pryor, right? And then let me think, music, Hove, right? And then I would say the fifth I would put would be, that's a good, damn. I had the fifth, I just switched them up. Like I had it right. The fifth would be, damn, that's a good one. Fifth person.
I can't think
Fifth
of
is
all
tough.
five.
Fifth is tough.
I definitely got Kobe and Marvin Gaye from The Door.
All right, Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye be five.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Good
go.
looking D for that assist.
Yeah.
All right, Ram. Appreciate your time, man.
Always, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Fans, man, we gonna keep checking in, supporting your music.
Did you get special? You didn't get special here, right?
Nah. Special. We still waiting.
No, I'm gonna link it.
All right.
He like me and shit, but he mad, like quiet and shit, and this nigga's mad, just slithery and sneaky and shit.
Well, just tell him, man, we gotta chill. We got a chill vibe, man. We ain't trying to do nothing.
Nah, he with it though. Yeah,
okay.
No, he with it. No, he with it. It's not like he with it, but he just being into mad different shit. So he with it.
It's
you just gotta keep
hitting him. I definitely want to see his growth and his thinking. What he's doing, I think, is needs to be heard. I think like he's doing something that I put him in that same vein of like RZA. You know what I'm saying? From the Woo, I think about that when I think what he's doing with Trust and how he's building it, doing certain things. And it's like you got these solo, you got this group that with solo acts that can break off and really be solo. You know what I'm saying? If they want to, when they come together, you can't stop it. And that's kind of how the Woo was to us, and probably still is, especially in the 90s, where he was like, yo, you got so much talent coming out of there. You got Ray Ghost, Method, Old Dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like the Deck. You got everybody had a solo album. Even Kappa got his joint off.
Even like, Kappa, yup. Kappa Donna, yup.
Yeah, so definitely be good to have him on, man.
No, I'm gonna line it up. Just you know, like I said, stay on me and shit. And I'm gonna line it. Sometimes I be with him, so if you hear me like, oh no, I said that shit. Like, yo, yeah, you gotta do this shit. Like, do that shit right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So
we got the Mav too, man. We got the Mav.
Yeah. So hit me whenever.
Right. Yeah, maybe 2021. But shout out to Special. We looking forward to that 1995 joint you got coming out on the 11th, and I know he dropping Interstate 95 on Christmas.
18th. I'm dropping the 18th.
The 18th.
Yeah,
real.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm dropping the single the 14th too with Stove God and Shay. So
Stove God is tough, man.
Nah, you about to see some shit, man. You about to see some shit, and nobody can't get him on the record right now. I think Westside had him on the record, but
that's how I found him.
Records.
Yeah.
Westside had him on a couple records, so he don't do a lot of features. So he on Crime Scene a couple times. So
yo, every time we hear you give that laugh, you know what's about to happen. Every time you don't say that, you like, yeah,
about to get spooky.
You know what I'm about to do. You know
we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man.
Appreciate you too, man.
Same, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Y'all stay up, and like I said, I'll line that up for y'all, and hit me whenever. So you got the math.
Cool. No doubt, man.
All right, brother.
All right,
brothers. Yes,
Peace.
Sir. Peace.
All right. Well, you can catch the Great Minds Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, all that. Shout out to Ram, man.
Well, I appreciate you.
We out.
Great Minds Think Alike. Great Minds Podcast. podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Let's rock. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast. 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 Derrick and Vaughn, oh boy, like Cam on a song. Culture safe now, thank God. The panic is gone. Time to heal from the pain. Take the bandages off. You gotta win. The stakes are high like a cannabis bomb. Okay, it's game time. Picture with the balls. That's a FaceTime. Great minds spreading faster than a rumor through the grapevine. Vaughn and Derrick deserve the merit. All salute. It's more than just a podcast. Show it's like a movie. Vaughn and Derrick, what up? Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds podcast. Great minds think alike. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast.